Biomed, Nexus, daily updates, your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. TLDR Eli Lilly, LLY, signed a collaboration worth up to $1, 9B, with Ascidian Therapeutics to develop RNA exon editing therapeutics for genetic kidney diseases, according to Fierce Biotech. This is Lilly's 12th deal of 2026, bringing total announced value above $30 billion. Bristol Myers Squibb, BMY, announced a partnership with Anthropic to apply Claude AI across drug development workflows, according to the medicine maker. BMS joined Sanofi, Novo Nordisk, AbbVie, and Novartis board seat as pharma companies integrating Anthropic's platform. Moderna, mRNA, partnered with a global vaccine foundation to develop a vaccine targeting the Bundibugyo Ebola strain responsible for the ongoing WHO frag in the DRC and Uganda, according to Biospace. Lilly and Boehringer Ingelheim each slashed planned investments in Germany by at least $1 billion in response to a healthcare reform initiative, according to Fierce Pharma. The moves signal a potential shift in European pharma investment if pricing reforms spread. Corden Pharma, a Swiss CDMO, agreed to acquire AmbioPharm, gaining peptide manufacturing facilities including a plant in South Carolina to provide fully US-based supply, according to Biospace. Executive takeaway Lilly's 12th deal adds yet another modality to the most diversified pipeline build in pharma history. Ascidian's RNA exon editing technology is distinct from CRISPR base editing, and the recombinase approaches Lilly licensed from Profluent. Exon editing works at the RNA level, no permanent DNA changes, correcting genetic defects by modifying messenger RNA before it is translated into protein. For genetic kidney diseases where the patient population is small but the unmet need is severe, RNA exon editing could offer a reversible, titratable therapeutic approach that DNA editing cannot. The 9B milestone structure signals Lilly sees franchise-level potential. Separately, BMS joining the Anthropic partnership ecosystem is notable. With Sanofi, Novo, AbbVie, Novartis, Narasimhan on the board, and now BMS, Anthropic has assembled partnerships with 5 of the top 10 global pharma companies by revenue. The Moderna Ebola vaccine partnership directly addresses the countermeasure gap we flagged when the WHO declared the Bundibugyo PHEIC on May 17th, and the Germany investment pullback from Lilly and Boehringer, 1B plus each, shows how quickly pharma will redirect capital when pricing reforms threaten returns. Read full analysis, what to watch, Jefferies Global Healthcare Conference, today, New York, post-ASCO management commentary, China licensing strategy, M&A appetite, tariff positioning, Revolution Medicines CNPV filing still expected. The ASCO plenary was 4 days ago. The NEJM is published. Expanded access is granted. Every day without a filing announcement is increasingly notable. Moderna Ebola vaccine. Timeline: mRNA platforms are theoretically the fastest to redirect. A Bundibugyo-specific construct entering clinical testing within 3 to 6 months is plausible if the PHEIC persists. 340B hospital compliance. Biopharma Dive reported that select hospitals refuse to share data, proving they are not double-dipping drug discounts. Lilly set a Monday deadline. This could escalate into a broader 340B enforcement fight. Medicare, GLP-1 bridge, July 1. 4 weeks out. Corporate and business developments. Lilly's 12th deal, $1. 9B RNA exon editing for kidney disease. LLY Lilly signed a collaboration with Ascidian Therapeutics, worth up to $1. 9B in milestones to develop RNA exon editing therapeutics for genetic kidney diseases, according to Fierce Biotech. RNA exon editing modifies messenger RNA to correct genetic defects without making permanent changes to DNA, offering a potentially reversible and titratable approach to genetic medicine. The deal adds an eighth modality to Lilly's 2026 acquisition portfolio: GLP-1 obesity, in vivo CAR-T, narcolepsy, ADCs, myelofibrosis, AI gene editing, vaccines, and now RNA editing. BMS partners with Anthropic on AI drug development. BMY Bristol Myers Squibb announced a partnership with Anthropic to apply Claude AI across drug development workflows, according to the medicine maker. BMS now joins a growing roster of pharma companies working with Anthropic: Sanofi, Novo Nordisk, AbbVie, and Novartis. CEO Narasimhan sits on Anthropic's board. Anthropic also acquired Coefficient Bio for $400 million in April and partnered with the Gates Foundation in May. The BMS deal extends Anthropic's reach into the hematology and oncology space, where BMS has its deepest pipeline. Moderna partners on Bundibugyo Ebola vaccine. mRNA Moderna linked up with a global vaccine foundation to develop a vaccine targeting the Bundibugyo Ebola strain, according to Biospace. The partnership directly addresses the WHO fight declared May 17th, which involves the rare Bundibugyo variant for which no approved vaccines or therapeutics exist. Moderna's mRNA platform is theoretically among the fastest to redirect to a new pathogen target. This follows Lilly's acquisition of 3 vaccine companies in May: Curevo, Limitech, Vaccine Company, and the broader industry mobilization around infectious disease prevention, policy and investment. Lilly and Boehringer / German investments by 1B+, each Lilly and Boehringer Ingelheim each cut planned investments in Germany by at least 1B in response to a healthcare reform initiative, according to Fierce Pharma. The moves signal the sensitivity of pharma investment to pricing policy. Germany is the largest pharmaceutical market in Europe. If similar pricing reforms spread to other EU markets, additional investment redirections could follow. The timing coincides with the EU Critical Medicines Act, agreed May 22, and the administration's MFN pricing framework in the US. Pharma companies are increasingly directing capital to markets where the policy environment favors investment returns. CDMO and manufacturing Corden Pharma acquires Ambiopharm for US-based peptide. Supply Swiss CDMO Corden Pharma agreed to acquire Ambiopharm, gaining peptide manufacturing facilities, including a plant in South Carolina, according to Biospace. The deal provides Corden Pharma with fully US-based peptide supply capability relevant for GLP-1 manufacturing and other peptide therapeutics. The acquisition aligns with the Section 232 tariff framework's emphasis on domestic pharmaceutical manufacturing and the broader industry push to build US-based supply chains. The week ahead. Today, Jefferies Global Healthcare Conference, New York, June 2026, ADA 2026, GLP-1 obesity data, June 2026, Takeda CEO transition, Julie Kim, June 22nd to 25, Bio International Convention, San Diego, imminent, Revolution Medicines, CNPV NDA filing, July 1st, Medicare, GLP-1 Bridge Program, launches August 22nd, Capricor Deromyocel, PDUFA, Duchenne Cell Therapy, Read, Full Analysis, Biomed, Nexus, Pro-Institutional Intelligence Brief, Lilly, 12 deals, 30B+, 6 months updated running. Total, deal value area 1 order, therapeutics, down 2, all behind vivo, CAR-T, autoimmune, 2 Centessa, pharmaceuticals, 7, 8B narcolepsy, Ricolonia, therapeutics up to 7 behind vivo, CAR-T, myeloma, 4 crossbridge, bio up to 300 and dual payload, ADC5A JAKs, therapeutics, up to $2. 3B type 2, JAK2, myelofibrosis, 6 profluent bio up to 2, 25 BAI gene editing, collaboration. Engage, biologics, undisclosed, non-viral DNA delivery, Curevo up to $1. 5B shingles, vaccine 9 Limitech, biologics, up to 718 bacterial vaccines. AMR, 10 vaccine company up to $1. 55 BEBV nanoparticle vaccine, 11 HESCO. Partnership 3B+5 programs, undisclosed, 12 Ascidian therapeutics, up to $1. 9 BRNA exon editing, kidney. Total approximately 30, 8B+ across 12 deals in under 6 months, 8 distinct modalities, 7 therapeutic areas. Anthropic's pharma ecosystem company relationship date, COEF, Ascidian Bio 400 nanots acquisition, in-house biology, April 2026 Novartis CEO Narasimhan on Anthropic board, trust majority, in April 2026 Gates Foundation 4-year partnership, global health, May 2026 Sanofi operational partnership, Claude deployment, ongoing Novo Nordisk operational partnership, ongoing ABVI operational partnership, ongoing BMS drug development AI partnership June 2026. 5 of the top 10 global pharma companies by revenue are now working with Anthropic in some capacity. No other AI company has this depth of pharma integration. The strategy is clear. Anthropic is positioning Claude as the default AI platform for pharmaceutical R&D, operations, and clinical development. 20 novel drugs through. May 2026 RTT News reported that the FDA has approved 20 novel drugs through the end of May 2026, including 7 under the CNPV pilot program. The CNPV program, launched by Commissioner Macquarie, who has since resigned, continues to operate under Acting Commissioner Diamantis. Whether it survives the leadership transition and potential permanent commissioner appointment remains an open question. Catalyst. Calendar. June 2026. Forward date event tickers. Today Jefferies Global Healthcare Conference, New York. Multiple June 2026 ADA, 2026 GLP-1 obesity data, LLY, NVO, KLRA June 2026 Takeda, CEO transition, Julie Kim, TAC June 22-25 BIO International Convention, San Diego. Multiple imminent revolution medicines, CNPV NDA filing RVMD late. Q2 Lilly found IO T2D filing under CNPV LLI Q3 2026 Revolution Medicines. Daraxon Resib approval projected. Truist RVMD July. E1 Medicare GLP-1 Bridge Program launches. LLLY NVO Q3 2026 Teva Emailix. Close expected Teva July. 31 Section 232 Pharma tariffs effective. Large companies. Multiple August 22 Capricorn. Duramiocel PDUFA Duchenne cell therapy. APRH2 2026 Merck. SAC-TMT global filing. Expected MRKH2 2026 Foundeo. T2D regulatory action expected LLY 2026 Triumph PH2. Retailutide T2D. Readout expected LLY DC 2026 Mineralis Lorendrostat PDU Family S2097 Retailutide launch anticipated BMO WIDEC 7 Lilly Investment Community Meeting LLY Visit the Pro. Hub read. Full article. Is your company listed in the Biomed Nexus directory? 2,104 companies across 14 categories. Claim or upgrade your listing. Sponsorship slots for 2026 are limited. See packages and pricing. New Biomed Nexus. Signals, weekly sales intelligence for life sciences. BD teams. Learn more.